And the international community.
So here's
Wow,
Here we go.
Wow, the news are really fast. This literally just happened. It's already in the news.
Also, isn't this sort of stuff supposed to be confidential?
So, so they didn't kill the right guy.
No.
Actually, Dibs, they did kill the right guy.
Basically, Dibs, they lied to Jodie
wait, hold
and
on,
said
hold on,
he was a
hold on,
terrorist, even though
Yeah.
even though he wasn't.
You have to find Jamal.
Or dictator, rather. Sorry.
Hopes were high that the newly recognized President Jamal Sharif would be able to put an end to the hostilities that have ravaged his
The
country.
government and military is evil.
Now, here's another problem. You know, okay, the government being evil thing, that's a cliche, yeah, but even when it's a cliche, it's usually given something of a legit reason of why they would want to do it. Yet here,
They
for
give us no
reason.
reason. They just want to kill this particular president for absolutely no reason explained.
Even worse, this president was apparently trying to clean things up, so it makes even less sense.
The whole situation is incredibly forced and contrived.
There's no reason for them to even want to kill the guy. I mean, they don't even say that they want money.
Gotta love how the pilot looks so bored.
So you lied to me.
Whoa, so let me get this straight. The only thing keeping you from murdering him is if he was
Okay,
democratically
fuck
elected.
you. Okay, not you, Jova, Ryan.
Okay, but I don't go around killing people because
Screw them both. Both their motivations are...
So this is like an Aaron Sorkin thing. No one's likable.
Yeah.
And, wait, hold on. That's not even the worst of it.
That's not even the worst of it. We're...
You manipulated. You used me to do your dirty work.
What difference does it make? Jodie, he was a dead man walking with or without you.
I have blood on my hands.
What?
Some kid lost his father.
Oh.
Jodie, I'm pretty sure you
Okay.
killed I'm pretty sure you killed a lot of parents.
You killed at least 30 soldiers. Had at least 30.
And then in the next chapter, she says, if you come after me, I'll kill you all.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here is in my opinion, the #1 problem with Jodie. Her motivation for being a vigilante or rogue from the government is because she had to kill some people.
Oh.
Okay, problem #1. Like I said before, Jodie, you're a soldier. Look, you should know that this sort of stuff is going to happen. I'm not saying that that doesn't mean you shouldn't be hurt by it or maybe have some occasional psychological episodes, but you're coming off as preachy saying that they lied to you, and, well, they kind of didn't. I'll get to that in a later point. But, oh wait, hold on. Are you going to get to the
I'd quickly like
phone
to
call
point
soon?
out that those two still end up dating regardless
Yep.
in the future, as we see in one of the very early chapters.
So she's Sundere for
Oh, wow, we can actually look inside here.
Yeah.
Oh, before I continue my points, this beautiful little scene. No, he's not with me. I almost threw him out of a helicopter. Yes, the return of Jodie. It's all over. My career, my sanity, my actual character, because my character development dies here.
Oh no, she says it right here.
Yeah. Hey, you know, just a few seconds ago, she gave, actually, I'll say it in the right voice. Just a few seconds ago, I gave a speech about how I am enraged that they lied to me and had me kill people, about how I had to kill a father. And now, if anyone comes after me, I'm gonna kill them all. I don't care if they're relatives or not. If they're sisters, brothers, fathers, or mothers, I'll kill them all. I totally sound consistent, don't I?
I'm not a hypocrite.
Yeah, at this rate, why don't you just like blow up all the army buildings or something if she's that pissed?
And okay, so yeah, #1, Jodie, you're a soldier. You should have saw the whole killing thing coming. But even if that didn't hold, #2, Jodie, you just contradicted yourself right there and then about, killing people. It's like, if killing people was the reason you left, why would you threaten to kill people? I mean, yeah. And of course, #3, if you're going to try and use the whole, you made me a monster, so I'll act like a monster thing, well then, you really suck as a protagonist for me to root for. And #4, they technically didn't lie to you completely. I mean, they said that he was the leader of the terrorist ring, which he technically was. I mean, yeah, he might have been trying to fix it, and they might have lied about that, but overall, they gave you the gist of it. And 5, I'm pretty sure like I said before, I'm pretty sure they informed you that people were gonna have to die. Well, actually, number 6, like Dwib said, weren't you not even supposed to physically interact with the enemy? And 7, don't try to use the excuse that you had no other choice. You have shown before that you are clearly resourceful enough with Aiden to think of ways outside the box.
Go, Jova, go.
And number 8... Why did you really have to kill all those people, like I said? Why not give us other choices? Like, seriously, why not do a chokehold? Why not knock them out? Why not actually think creatively?
Because
and
this isn't a
number
wrestling
9,
match.
and number 9,
just let him go.
And number 9, what was even the point of that kid? I mean, okay, so what? Is
emotional manipulation, Jova?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, emotional manipulation. The freaking best. I mean, I felt so emotionally manipulated when Anakin in the Star Wars Episode 2 had to kill all the Sand People. Oh, wait, no, I didn't, because it was stupidly done. Just like this. And... okay, yeah, what the heck. Number 10, this is stupid! Completely stupid because this entire chapter contradicts much of Jodie's character development. Jodie has been shown as the selfless character, one who is apparently willing to help people along the road while trying to apparently maintain some covert stuff. And mind you, I say this as her adult years because, like Pedro said earlier, the kid Jodie is quite possibly a much different character than adult Jodie, and not in the good way, mind you. I mean, it's not character development, it's character metamorphosis. Like, literally on the fly. Yeah, Pedro?
I have a tiny suspicion, Jova, that you don't like this game.
Yeah, and finally, I think it's finally, number 11.
You see what I mean, Jova? Sorry, you see what I mean? It was about him hitting this game with a passion.
Yeah.
And finally, number 11, that scene there, the worst thing about that scene is like, well, Jodie is literally the playable hero that we're supposed to care for. Except that scene there gives me more the feeling that she's a sociopath. One who will outright react negatively like a spoiled brat when she doesn't get things her way. Now, I get it. Killing people is really... okay, I've never killed anyone, so I don't know how that feels, but Jodie, you're supposedly this hard-trained soldier. Except, when Solid Snake, Solid Snake in the times when he broke down, he had been for much more, and yet when he broke down, it felt more legit. And Solid Snake doesn't nearly have to do with as much stuff as you claim you have to, yet Solid Snake feels much more legit when he breaks down, for reasons I will not spoil.
One particular plot point in Metal Gear Solid 1 that I really love is how Snake tries to convince Meryl to not kill someone just for the sake of proving that she's a great soldier, because killing for the sake of killing is, trust me. Basically, he tries to convince her, trust me, killing just to make a point isn't worth it, basically.
So how do you like that? Metal Gear Solid, one of the games that David Cage apparently claims has too much violence, actually does the whole, hey, keep a cap on killing thing much better. I mean, yeah, and like I said, with Snake, it makes sense when he breaks down because he actually has the proper motivation and stuff happen to him. But Jodie, what just happened to you was pretty much the equivalent of the typical Metal Gear Solid plot, and I can assure you, Snake doesn't go on that easy a rampage. Heck, not even Naked Snake had that flimsy a reason. I mean, yeah, you could say he technically went you could say he technically went you-know-what after that one mission, but then again, that one mission had a lot more going to it, and people that he knew personally. Jodie, and I hate to do this, but yeah, number 12, about that emotional manipulation, Jodie barely knows some of these people who supposedly motivate her motivations. It's like, well, look, I can get being sad over what happens to someone who you don't really know, but you really feel bad for them. But, well, it just doesn't feel as believable as with someone who actually has been that big an impact on your life. For example, with the Layton games, it made sense that Layton had his sorrows because of what happened to his friend Randall in one case and his girlfriend Claire in Lost Future. It made sense there, for him to carry a lot of that weight. But with Jodie, she barely knows.
Still going?
He's still going.
Jodie, she barely knows the kid.
Well,
She
to be fair, he
barely
always
knows the
goes.
guy.
Well, so much for feeling under the weather.
Well, Dwibs, I normally don't go this much, but, there's just a lot of stuff I've
We
realized
perked
that
up a bit after this part.
Don't worry, Dwibs, I'm going somewhere with this. But yeah, number 12, Jodie has little
Are we
to
still
no...
recording?
No. Keep going, Joe. I want all this on tape. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Keep going.
12, Jodie has little to no reason to really care about what happens to these people. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that she shouldn't even care what
I
happens
know,
to them,
right?
but really? I mean, okay. Put it like this. Pedro, say that, okay, Pedro, say that, like, we'll say something really bad happened to this kid whose father you had to kill in self-defense of someone you loved. Now, compare that to, say, something bad happening to someone who actually is a member of your family. Would you really care so much for, the kid who you barely know? Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Obviously,
I would feel a little bad by default, but I wouldn't go to the trouble. Go to the trouble that she's going for.
Exactly. It's my main thing. It's like, well, okay, I might sound cold off of this, but you can't just lose your...
It's not a matter of being cold. I mean, in order to care, at least to the point that Jodie cared here, human beings... This is not even a matter of thing. This is how human beings work. They need to grow a bond with someone before they can care deeply about someone. This is simple human emotions coming. I mean, for a man who keeps talking about how much he loves emotions and shit, he doesn't understand how human emotions work. Go ahead, Jova. Keep going.
Heck, not even real life wars. I mean, okay. People talk about how real life wars are started over the most silliest of things, but honestly, wars never really start until something really personal with, practically a bond of sorts is really attacked and that sort of stuff. It's like, well, we don't act like this. It's, well, at least those of us who are rational. I mean, like, well, seriously, this is suggesting that, like, well, I mean, if we were really like this, we'd go on a rampage every single time we saw someone on the news get killed, just because it was in our hometown. And number 13. Yes, I still have.
Oh, number 13. That's the magic number.
I thought you said you were done, Jova.
Well, I hope this may be it, but it's like every time I think I come to the end, I always come up with something new because I just remembered this.
Keep going, Jova. Keep going.
Yes. And number 13. Everything I said all equals to this. Jodie not only has flimsy motivations, a faulty character, a contradictory character, and inconsistent with her own younger self character, but when you all boil down to this, what reason do you really have to be playing as her? I mean, okay, let's really think about this. What reason does she really have to exist per se? Because, like, well, she's really, when you think about it, completely pointless. She's a character who just wants everything her way to be sunshines and rainbows. And honestly, when you get down to it, she doesn't really have any motivation overall. I mean, aside from just wanting to stay away from the military, there is no motivation, no destination in mind, no secret goal on her part. I mean, yeah, she's tried to.
Well, she's never really been allowed to make her own choices.
But here's the issue, though. She's the playable protagonist. She was hyped. I mean, heck, even I heard about the hypings of this new strong female protagonist. And okay, problem number 14, she gives female protagonist a bad name. I'm surprised I didn't get to that earlier. But hey, that leads me to problem number 15. She is, without a doubt, unrelatable as heck. Not only because of all the problems I mentioned before, but because this scene makes her so despicable.
Not to mention she has no personality.
Hey, Jova, how's the book coming along?
Not to mention she has all the personality of a fucking wood board. Go ahead.
Yeah, that too. It's like, well, but yeah, problem number 15. Look, okay, unless your game is absolutely meant for this, you shouldn't make the playable protagonist this despicable. I mean, you know what's even worse?
Let's just say Kubrick did it a lot better with Clockwork Orange and leave it at that.
Oh, even better. I mean, even if you're playing as the villain, sometimes it's best not to make them despicable like this with little to no motivation. Jodie, in all terms, would actually be better functioning as a psychotic villain because, let's think about this. Out of all the actions we've seen her do throughout this game, Okay. Like, imagine this. The ratio between stuff that, has been destruction or stuff that's been actual good, and ignoring all her childhood parts because overall those are pointless to the overall plot. Would you say we've seen Jodie do more good than actual bad? And this is taking into account scenes that are scripted that you have no choice of doing. I mean, really, do a comparison. I mean, aside from maybe the bums and the Navajo chapter, which she herself kind of, made worse in the process, what good has she done that, isn't something that you have to go out of your way to choose?
Oh, goody.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it. It's like, well...
If I think about this anymore, Jova, my head's going to explode.
Yeah.
3 hours later.
Okay. Basically, my main point is correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've really seen Jodie really do that much good that doesn't have to be a choice of the player.
I'm honestly considering splitting the part in 2 at this point.
Yeah.
This could be an extras video.
Yes. We'll save this as the Jova rants about Beyond Two Souls.
Well, more so about Jodie. I'm not ranting about the entire game.
John, Jova hate. Okay, I'll call this.
Jovahexeon.
I'll call this video. Hey guys, try to guess if Jova hates Jodie or not. It might be a little difficult.
Does Jova hate Jodie? Let's find out.
That's my. Oh, we just found out this is OTP.
Anywho, but basically what I'm saying is the story constantly, no matter what choice you do, tries to tell us that Jodie is this pure-hearted good girl.
Ow.
Because your choices mean jack squat.
Did you just hit yourself?
No, I dropped a tin of tea.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm close to wrapping this up now. It's okay,
you were close to wrapping this up 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, a lot of my tea comes in metal.
Sure. Don't prolong this any further. Let him keep going.
Anywho, it's the main problem with Jodie is the main
problem, the main 15 problems.
Sorry. It's the thing with Jodie is the story is constantly telling us Jodie's this good self-carrying hero. She doesn't deserve any of this stuff. Yet I've seen her kill more people than actually help people.
If we want to make this part longer, I could just list off all the different types of tea I have.
Yeah. Basically, with number 15. I say the story has not really done a sufficient job in showing me that Jodie is this kind and caring person. And just to cap this off with number 16, and we don't really have much choice in deciding that.
Jova, you're the youngest of this group. We're not. Wrap this up.
Jova.
Okay, I think I'm done.
So much for feeling under the weather. Okay, everybody. So this has been Jova hates Jodie with a burning passion. You can practically cut steel with Jova's hate.
Yeah, but like I said in the chat, if TMZ gets a hold of this, they'll probably try and twist it or something.
Hey, Jova, there's a very thin line between hate and love.
Yes.
Next time,
you really are Dwibs' OTP.
Yeah. All right. We've already prolonged this long enough, so see you for the next part, everybody. Now that Jova's
I actually managed to stretch this part to an hour with my rant.
Yes. Okay, everybody.
Yay!
In the next part, we'll try not. If Jova starts going on another mad rant, I'll personally stop him. So don't worry.
Don't worry. Because good news in the next.
You don't even have to tell him. You just cut the recording.
Yeah. Don't worry. Good news. I'll be able to handle this more streamlined because in the next few parts, this is where we do our good old David Cage versus Ace Attorney moment.
Yeah, but see, remember, Jova's got his own recording.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dribs. I promise you, my ranting for Jodie overall is over. It's I may complain about her, but
yes, the audience gets
Bye.
it. Let's
See you next part.
Let's end this. See you for the next part, everybody.
See ya.